We're on, Carrie.
Good morning. My name is Carrie Trahan with the Organic Flow. Thank you for being here today. We'll be practicing an accessible Hatha yoga flow. If you have any props at home, feel free to grab them as we may use them. If not, no worries. You can always use a long sock or a tie to act as your yoga strap, and you can use a big weighted book to act as your yoga block, and a pillow from your sofa or your bed to act as your yoga bolster. We'll get started sitting up nice and tall, stacking your spine over your pelvis, your shoulders right underneath the neck. Sit up tall. If you find that the morning mind maybe still moving quickly, go ahead and let your palms face down on the knees. If you feel calm and relaxed this morning, perhaps you flip the palms up towards the ceiling. Wherever you are, take a moment here to settle in. If you feel comfortable in the space you're in, allow your eyes to close or take a soft, gazeless gaze over the tip of your nose, beginning to steady the eyes, to bring some steadiness to the mind, and ultimately to the breath as we begin to notice how we're breathing. As we begin our practice in seated meditation, the first yoga pose ever created, I invite you to imagine yourself in this judgment-free zone, releasing all of your roles for the next 30 minutes, letting go of all of your titles, just being this observer. This observer of how you're feeling by observing your breath. Notice if it's moving slowly or if the breath is moving quickly in and out through your nose. Feeling the inflow of your breath through the nostrils and the outflow of your breath through the nostrils with your lips sealed. And then draw a little triangle at your septum, that little space underneath your nostrils, that little dip above your top lip. As we work to create this laser sharp focus so we feel the sensation of our breath there as we inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. And if your eyes are closed, try to steady the gaze by bringing your eyes right to the center of your eyebrows. We call that the mind's eye or the inner eye. And use that eye to visualize the breath as it moves into your body. And as it slowly moves out through your body. And then place your right hand over your heart and your left hand right underneath your navel. Let's all take a big inhalation through the nose, breathing in for 3, 2, 1. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Inhale through the nose for 3, 2, 1. Open up and sigh it out to the slow count of 3. Releasing it out. Inhaling for 3 seconds through the nose. This time, exhaling through the nose for 3 seconds. Lengthening your breath, slowing it down. Each round of breath, taking a 3-count inhalation, feeling the body expand. And each breath out, taking a 3-count exhalation, feeling the chest and shoulders soften, feeling a release. Allow the hands to meet the top of your knees again. We'll take a deep breath in and lift the chin up towards the ceiling, maybe opening your eyes up if they were closed. As you release your breath, release your right ear to the right shoulder and your chin down to your chest. Take a breath in, let the left ear meet the left shoulder. Fill your lungs, lift the chin up towards the ceiling. Now let's keep taking these neck rotations at the pace of your breath. I may cue the breath slower or faster than your pace, but I encourage you to move at the rate of your respiration. So you're honoring your body in the next 30 minutes. And then go ahead and slowly change direction. Taking your time, being that observer of your breath. And on your next inhale, sit up nice and tall, lifting the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in, lift the shoulders up by your earlobes. As you exhale, rotate them down and back. Take a deep breath in, rotate them forward and up, and then release the shoulders down and back. Let's take a few rounds of these shoulder rotations, releasing some of that residual tension and stress we often hold in our neck and shoulders. Breath by breath. Go ahead and change direction. Take your time. Feel the area around the shoulders stretching. Good. On your next inhalation, circle your arms up over your head. Lift your gaze past your fingertips. Feel your torso stretching long. And then catch your left wrist with your right hand and start to stretch over to the right. Feel some weight in that left sitting bone. Let the left knee reach down so you get a nice side body extension. Inhale, come back through center. Create these goalpost arms. Fill your lungs up as you breathe in, and then catch your right wrist with your left hand and stretch all the way over to the left. Letting your right knee move down towards the floor. Inhale, come back through center. Feel your lungs, feel your chest. Catch your left wrist and stretch over to the right. Notice where your shoulders are. See if you can rotate them back to open up the chest. Inhale, coming back through center. And let's take that side bend over to the left side. Shoulder blades retracting so the chest is open. Take a deep breath in, fill your lungs, look up, and then reach the arms all the way up towards the ceiling and plant your hands as you come onto your hands and knees. Now, you don't necessarily need a blanket, but it could be useful if you have tender knees at all. And we're going to take the knees far apart to the corners of our yoga mat. Bring your big toes together and shift your weight back to your heels. If you have any issues with your knees, you can use that pillow and place it right underneath your head, or you can bring your head flat down to the yoga mat or to a block for child's pose. This is always a beautiful pose to visit, to practice that observation of your breath, in addition to seated meditation. In child's pose, fill your belly up with breath. Let it expand between your inner thighs like a balloon. And as you exhale, contract the low belly. Let's take 3 rounds of breath here in child's pose. Breathing in and slowly breathing out in this restorative yoga pose. Feel your lungs, feel your belly, and even your back expanding. And as you exhale, let it all out. On your next breath in, feel your lungs lift up to your hands and knees to table pose. Spread your fingers far apart, place the wrists under the shoulders, and as you exhale, begin to round your spine in cat pose. Press through the center of your palms and your toenails. You can also do this in a seated position by rounding the mid-back. Take a deep breath in, drop the belly down, fill it up with your breath, and look up at the ceiling. Without moving the heels of your hands, feel them energetically dragging back towards your knees so you can open up the thoracic spine, that area that houses your lungs and your heart. Exhale as you round the back, tucking the chin to chest back in your cat pose. And then take a deep breath in, lift all the way back up into your cow. This is good for your spine, especially if you sit or drive a lot. And then let's make our way to a nice flat back table and practice a little bit of balancing this morning. Go ahead and walk that left hand in just a bit. Take a deep breath in and lift your left leg back behind you and breathe. Press through that left heel to get a little stretch in your hamstrings. Keep breathing in and out through the nose for 3 seconds. In and 3 seconds out. If you feel good here, stay right here. If you need a little more and you find that your breath is steady, lift the right arm in front. If your breath is still nice and steady, maybe you lift that left leg up, bringing some dorsal flexion into the left ankle by flexing your foot as if you want to press into the wall behind you, strengthening the muscles along your spine. Let's take one more inhalation here. Exhale, lower the hand and knee down. Inhale, lift up into your cow pose. And exhale as you round and release in your cat. Inhale to a nice neutral spine. And we'll try that spinal balance on the other side. Lift your right leg back behind you. Press through the right heel. Feel the hamstring becoming elongated as you breathe in and breathe out. Maybe you lift that left hand up. Maybe you keep it down. Again, this is a judgment-free zone, yogis. Do what your breath tells you to do. Maybe you lift that right leg up. If that's caused you to start breathing quickly, maybe you lower it back down. Wherever you find yourself, let's take one more deep breath in and out. And as you exhale, release. Let's take another round of cat and cow. Deep breath in as you look up. And then exhale as you round and release. Good work, everybody. And then come to either table pose or downward facing dog. In downward dog, press through your palms, spread the fingertips far apart, and start to lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Gaze between your knees or at your belly and breathe. See that the smiles of your elbows are facing forward, and maybe you walk your dog. And then whether you're here or here, we'll start to bring our feet all the way up to the top of our yoga mats. Take your time to get here. This is where you may use a block and lift it up to the tallest height, or you can bring your hands to your knees and lift up halfway with a flat back. Feel the spine lengthening as the top of your head reaches forward. Draw your shoulder heads back towards your hips. As you exhale, fold in. Let your chin come down, the crown of your head reach down, and then press through your feet. Inhale, stand up tall. Breathe in and out through your nose here in mountain pose. Take a moment here, bringing some balance to your breath, bringing some balance to your body, and bringing some balance to your mind with steady, even breaths. Inhale for 3 and exhale for 3, releasing the hands down by your hips. Root through the inner arches of your feet. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms up, look up. As you exhale, fold forward over your straight, soft knees. Bring your hands to shins or the top of your block. Lift halfway up and look forward. And then exhale, let's meet back in our stable table pose on your hands and knees. Walk the knees over to the right side of your mat and come to a seated position. Stretch the legs all the way out in front of you. If you have a strap, great. No strap, no problem. Take a deep breath in, lift your arms up towards the ceiling. Take a moment, taking any roundness out of your back as you reach up and look up. Exhale, reach out for right above or under your knee. Feel your lungs and lift your chin out towards your toes. If you have that strap, you can wrap it around your hands and then wrap it around the middle of both feet and fold forward, reaching the big toes and the pinky toe up towards the ceiling. Feel your back and your legs stretching. But most importantly, feel the sensation of your breath at your septum, or work to practice that. Breathe in through the nose, and then slowly breathe out. Breathe in, and then let it go. Start to gently lift your body up, releasing your strap if you have one, and then take the sole of your right foot and place it inside of your left inner thigh. Turn your body towards the left leg. Take a deep breath in, lift your arms up. Maybe you lift the strap up with you, and then reach out. Catch right under your knee or right above your knee. Yogi's choice, but let your breath dictate your posture. Take an inhalation here. Lift your chin out towards the toes. And as you exhale, start to fold forward, letting the elbows splay out a bit. Drawing your torso down towards that left leg in head to knee pose. Breathe in and slowly breathe out. You can also use your strap for this position by taking that strap around the inner arch of your left foot. So use what is available to you to feel your body stretch and feel the breath move through the body. On your next inhalation, begin to lift up and then stretch your right leg forward and change legs. Bend your left knee and place the sole of it inside of your right inner thigh. Turn your body towards the right leg. Take a deep breath in, sweep the arms over your head and look up. As you exhale, reach out to catch right above or underneath that gliding joint. Make sure you don't catch your actual knee. As you inhale, extend your sternum out towards the right toes. And as you exhale, fold in. Maybe even drawing your left ear in the direction of your right knee to get a deeper stretch through the lumbar spine. Let's take a few rounds of breath here. Try to notice each one as we move through what they call a moving meditation. Big breath in and then let it out. Fill your lungs, fill your chest, extend your legs out, And lift your arms up. And this time, without reaching for anything, fall forward. Just letting gravity now do the work. And breathe. Take 3 rounds of breath here through your nose. Just letting the hands relax. Tucking your chin down towards your chest, engaging the thyroid with each breath in and with each breath out. And then very slowly, backbone by backbone, start to lift yourself up and come right down to your back. If you have a bolster, you can lie down on that bolster. Or you can lie flat on your back if you're not pregnant. And take a moment here to breathe. Bend your knees, open your arms out wide to a T, and windshield wiper your knees right and left. Take your time. Bring the soles of your feet together, and then reach your arms over your head. Baby is trying to come out and say hi, guys. But reach your arms over your head in Supta Baddha Konasana, or reclined cobbler's pose, another beautifully restorative posture. Let's all take a deep breath in through the nose. Breathe in for 3, 2, 1. Retain it for 3, 2, 1. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Retain your breath. Let it move through each organ, through the fascia, through your whole body. And then open your mouth and let it go. And then go ahead without moving your upper body. Stretch your right leg to the corner of your mat and allow your right hand to follow, coming down by your side. Extend your left foot down to the corner of your mat and then allow your left hand to follow, coming down by your side. With both hands on the floor, flip your palms up towards the ceiling as we move into our final posture, Shavasana. If your lips have opened, allow them to seal close. If your eyes are open, allow them to rest closed. And I invite you to stay right there on your back, giving yourself permission to rest. And while you lie down in this restorative pose, I'd like to share with you an excerpt from Dr. Gail Parker's Restorative Yoga for Ethnic and Race-Based Stress and Trauma, where she says, when you practice meditation, or in this case, a moving meditation, people tend to have less anxiety and stress, are better able to notice negative thinking, are better able to concentrate, feel more compassion, be more creative, have improved memory, and emotional balance is restored. So every time we take a moment to focus on being this observer of our breath, we're improving not only our physical, but our mental health. Slowly, while you're on your back, start to bring some awareness back into the body by wiggling the toes, wiggle your fingertips, and rotate your wrists. Hug your knees into your chest, catching them with both hands or catching right underneath the knee crease or the back of the thighs. And rock a little bit from side to side, all the way to your favorite side in the fetal position. And then start to lift yourself up into a comfortable seat. Let's take a deep breath in, circle your arms over your head, reach up, look up, fill your lungs up, bring the palms together and let them come down to your heart center. As that observer, let's just take one moment here with the eyes and lips closed and notice this life-giving breath. The light in me bows to that same bright and beautiful light in all of you. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. My name is Carrie, again with the Organic Flow. If you have any questions, feel free to direct message me on social or here at the conference. I hope to see you in some of the workshops today. Thank you so much.